Hey, it's W5HRO. It's been a little while. I've been kind of busy working and stuff, and I haven't this is the first day I've had my equipment even turned on. I'm kind of in receive mode here on 40 meters. I found this, believe it or not, I came across the G model for the Courier 23. And this is going to be the Courier 23 video. I probably should make a PAL series video too for these things, but this is the G model for the Courier 23 that I'm going to modify for 10 meter AM. And let me show you here. Here's this little spec sheet. See where it says G for these old CB radios, Courier Classic 2 and the Courier 23. There you go. So, and I've checked the crystal. I pulled it out here and looked at it. And this crystal is going to have to be changed anyway to actually get it up a little bit higher, like around 29.0. Can you see what it says? It says, let me get over here in the light. And you can see I have not done anything to the Courier yet. Remember, I had this Courier 23 in mint condition almost, and the matching, the business band amp for 100 watt out. That's going to make a good 10 meter setup. I did finally get that spline wrench and I got the knobs off, and I just have not had time to work on it. I'm going to do that here really soon, probably in the next couple of weeks. So it'll be a quick weekend project I can complete. I just got to go through the thing and take some WD-40, clean all the crystal sockets and the wafer switches and replace the caps and go through and do a quick alignment on and check and everything, and retube the amp, check the amp out and everything. I was told it works the way it was, so but I did buy a new set of tubes for it. But let me see if I can see the number on this crystal here. It's you can see it. It says 32,600. 32.6. And I thought it's supposed to be 37.6. What does the thing say? It says 37.6. Maybe somebody changed it on me. That's what I got to find out. Somebody may have changed it. Now, I'm not sure. This may not be Extel replacing radio by VFO. Oh, that's the radio. That's the one that it replaces in the radio. But it should be higher, right? So it's possible somebody's changed out this crystal to make it work on a different chicken band radio at one point. Let me, I'll plug it back in here in a minute, but that's not a problem because I have to change it anyway. It's going to be a higher than this to get it up around 2,900, I think. It's going to have to be a lot higher, I believe. So I just need to do the calculations to figure out what it needs to be. But it looks like somebody may have changed the crystal. 32,700. Somebody changed it. They probably did that to make it work on another radio. Right now the thing is not outputting, and I've been looking it over, and it's either because they got the wrong crystal in there, or they've one of the FETs is bad possibly. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that board out of there, and I'm going to change all those transistors anyway. There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 6 transistors. There's like a couple small one of those T90. Yeah, those are those little tiny ones, whatever they are. Then there's like metal can ones, but I have the schematic. So I'm just going to go take the board out, replace all those transistors, which is, I'm sure just one of them is probably bad. It's either because they have the wrong crystal in there, or it's, just one of the transistors has gone bad. One thing I noticed is, if you look at the schematic, now, some of these things were designed for negative ground in the old days too, but where you see how they've got that X there on that ground, and see how they have 2 dials with the transformer center tap like that? Now, I looked at this, there's only one, they're using a half-wave, it's not even a half-wave supply. They're doing the deal with the one side of the winding grounded and the one single diode, and I don't like that. And I have another one of these, I actually have 2 more of these PAL VFOs. Here's an old E model, and it has the exact same wiring. It's identical. Now I could probably pull the transistors off this board and put them on this one, and fix this board that way, but I'm just going to buy, these parts cannot be very much. So I'm just going to get on the internet, and I'm just going to order the set of them, and then I'll just put new ones in to be safe. I'll change this cap here, and I'll change that cap there. Somebody colored the light green, so it'd be green, but I'm not sure why they did this. It's not even a full wave supply, it's a half wave supply. So I want it full wave center tap. So I'm going to change that if I can, and figure out what they've done. I don't even need these external connections here. That's not even, it's going to be plugged in the AC all the time anyway. But so this is going to be, these things are easy to fix. It's not really a problem. But then I just got to calculate what crystal I need to put the Courier up there on the right frequency, like 29.100 up and down the band a little bit. And that's kind of my plan. Cover a big chunk of 10 meters, mainly at 2900, at least up to 29.2, a little higher than all the way down below it, as far as this thing will go. So I'm surprised that's a different crystal, though. I mean, somebody must have changed it. They must have ordered this from the factory and changed it, it looks like. So back in the day when they were making these things. But the main thing is, this thing has the coils and the capacitor values to make it work where it needs to work. This other one down here is for a lower frequency. So this is for the highest. This is for the higher frequency. See that? 37.6. Now it's also possible that could be a misprint. I don't know. So that's what I got to figure out. So it's even lower than the F model. It's even lower than the E. This one E. So, but like I said, it's possible somebody changed the crystal, because back when they were making these things, you could order the other crystals to modify them to work on some of the other radios, and that could have been what somebody did. But you could see somebody on this thing, they put no output. But like I said, these things are, it's a simple fix. I could fix this thing in 20 minutes, pull the board out, change the transistors, put it back in, power it up and align it, it'll be fine. I'll just change that cap there. That one needs to be replaced. But I'm going to probably convert this thing for that full wave supply with center tap grounded like that. Now, I don't know if I do that, if that means this ground has to be grounded. I got to see the way the Courier operates. There was a sheet also from PAL about what you have to do on this. So I got to pull up my archive on this and find that sheet and read it over real good. There is also a modification for frequency drift too. One of these caps you had to change. It might have been this one here. That might have been the mod right there, that yellow one, but I'm not positive. But that does ring a bell. But this one down here works. It has output, and the black model I have for that Cobra 138 XLR that I have also works. So I'm gonna leave that black one for that one, but I could use this one for parts to modify, get this one all set up, which, say if that transformer was bad, which it isn't, because when I plug this thing up, the light lights up. It's just when I clip the voltmeter here, I don't see any voltage on that red wire at all. Now, it's either because something here is shorted, or it's because there's something else going on. Maybe the voltage isn't right. Maybe it's because it's only a half wave supply, not a full wave. It'll be more stable with the full wave supply. I just got to check over that ground situation with the Courier to make sure it's not going to cause a problem. Because I think the ground has to be isolated from the Courier chassis ground. That may be what the deal is. So that's why I need to read it before I make that modification. It may have to stay like it is. So anyway, I did find this thing, and it's all intact. I just need to fix it and replace the crystal to get the thing to work up on 10 meters. So I just kind of wanted to go over that and do this video on this. So this is, how many Courier videos do I have on the internet? It's like 1 or 2. This will be the next one in line. So this is the next step in the Courier 23 10 meter or restoration and 10 meter modification. So this is W5HRO 73s.